Stav, it's the end of day 5 at the Brewin Dolphin Dragon Goal Cupping Kinsale. One more day to go. You got a couple of likely looking lads with you tonight. Who have you got with you?
Well, I've got my Colombian drug baron brother, Andrew Craig, on my right, Ossie Stewart on my left. Andrew brilliantly won the race today. Ossie's flown in to support Laurie and the team, who are now winning overall. We had a great day today on the water. It was blowing about 15 knots to start with, predominantly from about 300 degrees. Big shift on the first beat to the right, which also paid for tide. And we were over there with you, Andrew, but tell me, what made you decide to go right today?
Well, we decided to start near the committee boat and go right for the favourable tide. Also, there was a chance of the wind moving more into the north, so we were banking on that. And we thought we might get some flatter water there, Stav. I think you probably found the same as ourselves. And like all things, we were a bit lucky. We got a very good lane to go the long port in towards the shore and got into a controlled position at the top end of the beat. We went around first because there was a small right shift which got 3 boats in ahead of us, but we made good progress from there.
Yeah, it was certainly a day for getting into the flatter water. We found that at the top end of the beat yesterday. Boats made a huge amount by sailing in flatter water to the bumpy stuff, and so when you got into the right, you were 4th around the buoy. Did you make any ground downwind?
Yes, we took 1 boat, so we were 3rd through the gate.
Left-hand gate?
We took the left-hand gate and we sailed higher, faster and stronger.
Longer! That's it.
As you would say, Stavros.
Good.
We got above the French boat and the Portuguese boat.
Yeah.
And we just lengthened from there.
Yeah.
And it was a relatively easy beat because it was established now as a right-hand side beat.
Yeah.
So once you got into the lead, it became easier to defend.
And how does that put you overall now, Andrew?
Knocking on top 10, we're 11th.
Great.
So we're very pleased with that overall progress and looking forward to tomorrow.
Great. Now, Oz, Laurie has been limping around the dock, which you may not know about.
Yeah.
But tell me, why are you not sailing with them in the first place?
Unfortunately, I had a little bit of a turn about 10 days ago.
Okay.
Which was...
you couldn't find your passport? Or was it
no, I just had a mini stroke, I think it's described as.
Okay.
Which is a slight blood clot in the brain.
Or you lost your wallet, did you?
Yeah, I couldn't find the brain to find the blood clot, which was a bit of a problem. But,
okay.
So, unfortunately...
Well, you're looking 100% now.
Well, I'm feeling a lot better, thank
you. Great.
And I wish I had been out there sailing today, I have to say.
Well, it's been tough all week, but I saw that Laurie got a substitute in just for the week in a Joost from Holland, and he's got Tim Tav on board as usual. But has Laurie been keeping in touch with you each day?
Well, we have been talking, and he was appreciating the extra 20 odd kilos he had in the boat, which is probably not good for my future position. But
or your health?
No, because I don't think in my current state of health I need to put on 25 kilos, which he will probably suggest next week before we go to the Worlds.
Well, I will just give you some praise, because Laurie has been talking to me a lot this week, and he says he misses you first of all, and you've sailed with Laurie for years and years. And he said, I always know what Oz is doing, whether he eases it and everything, and I find it so much easier to drive through the waves. And he's saying, this bloody cloggy, he said, he leans over the side, but he doesn't do anything else, you see. So he does miss you, Oz. He does miss you. Now, tell me, how many points is Team Smith ahead?
I think Team Smith is about 11 or 12 points ahead of the second boat.
The Rusky?
The Russian.
Yeah, Dimitri.
Yeah, and the German guys are on 51, which is... 20 points behind. Yeah,
so. I know. Tommy, I'm amazed. Tommy has another bad day today. He made a miraculous recovery to get to 16th. Is that right for you in the finish?
Yes, that's right, Stav. And he rounded well down in the 20s, late 20s, I would think.
We were fortunate enough to be in the front group at the top mark, and I always look back as I'm just looking for the wind and shifts, and I see this Tommy spinnaker, which is always a little bit different from everybody else's. and I'm thinking, God, he's so far behind, but he's managed to pick up. So he's put himself at third overall now. Dimitri is second. Laurie's got this 12-point lead. Oz, do you think he can hold it tomorrow?
Well, as you know, having no discard makes a completely different series of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it's a great way to go, and every event should be like that, as far as I'm concerned, because it makes people really concentrate on sailing sensibly and makes it much harder to win, which is what we want.
Yeah.
Because the harder it is, the
Because
better it
it's
is.
never over till...
Yeah.
And it's something that Gavia Myhelm has picked up on. She said that the starts are so much more well-behaved. Would you agree with that, Andrew?
Yes, I think they are, yeah.
And windward marks, any sort of mark rounding, people are more sensible and respectful.
Yeah. I
That's the
think
word.
respectful is
Yeah.
I think the class should consider doing it for every regatta, personally. It would make the whole thing a lot better behaved, a lot more difficult to win.
Yeah.
And I think you don't get these situations where people can take out the other boat before the last race.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know, it's a better
good point.
I know they do it in the far 40s a lot, and it's never over till the last race, because anybody can, you know, somebody
I
can
think
fall overboard out of the boat, and that's your whole series. You have to be a lot more careful with everything.
Yeah,
And think about the whole sailing so much more.
And to keep it going to
Yeah.
the end of the last race,
Yeah.
because it's so often very unfortunate for the second boat, who might even drop down if he's buried by the first boat, because he can be.
Yeah.
He might be out of the running altogether.
It's a very good idea, and I think that it's something we could actually put forward to the IDA. It's certainly, I'm sure the jury would appreciate it too, because you don't see so many protests going on either.
And people are coming into Weathermart, into Wimbermart, everybody's very careful.
Yeah.
Because you know you can't afford to make a mistake.
I think it's also a great. It's because the boats are so much better these days. There's less breakages. I mean, we've had 5 days now, Andrew, of top winds, haven't we?
Yeah.
I mean, today I heard we had 20 gusting 26 knots, and I think there was only probably one mast damaged today, which is remarkable.
Well, the boats are so much better built now, so much more stable as well. I think people also have got much more confident in them as well, because you know your boat is going to last, so you can concentrate on doing the sailing right rather than trying to protect the rig.
Yeah, I agree. And not many people take spares these days. I mean, Petticrows in particular are doing such a good job. I mean, they're putting a mast in tonight for somebody else, and you don't take the odd tools with you anymore because you know the boat's going to hold together. So, just to sum up then, guys, Andrew, you could probably get into the top 10 with another good result tomorrow.
That would be our target.
Who would be your tip for the overall Gold Cup winner?
Laurie Smith.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
No doubt he's sailing very well, very steadily, and very clever.
Yes.
And the last beat today was a great example of clever sailing. He made 2 or 3 places, very important places, I think, on the last beat.
He did. Yeah, he did. And also, obviously, you're a little bit biased.
Yep.
And you haven't seen how the week's gone, but do you think your man can hold on to take the Gold Cup?
Yeah, I mean, I think, especially considering the limitations he's had with his injury on his knee and everything, I think he's done unbelievably well.
Yeah.
And I know he'll be completely fired up for tomorrow and will forget all about his knee.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to be the other guys trying to beat him. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so I think the Gold Cup could be alongside the World Championship trophy in the not too distant future. But we'll keep you in touch, and it's all on tomorrow.
Thanks, boys.
Okay.
Thank you, Payne.
Thank you.